Hi everybody, this is Adrienne with Ascension Soul Coaching. So tonight I'm sitting at my desk and I'm working on some paperwork, creating some designs and templates for training, life coaching training. In the past few weeks, we've been hearing a lot of gunfire. We live near a base. Actually, we live near a few bases where I live. I've lived on bases or near bases all my life for where I live. I've been married to someone in the military, so I understand military training a little bit from afar. The last couple of nights, well, actually the past 3 months, military training events in this area has exploded. I mean, just really off the chain. Each month, the number of hours that they're training has increased. And how we know it is because the sound of guns and grenades and whatever type of equipment they're launching over there has really been a lot. And this particular month, March, I'm not going to tell you the time frames of the training, but it's running almost 24 hours. And I'm going to let you listen to some of the, because it's about 12 o'clock here now, almost 1 at night. So I'm going to let you listen to some of the, what I'm hearing, because a couple of nights I've gone to bed, and then my husband says it sounds like a war zone, like we're in a war zone. That's how bad it is, because the house is shaking. And they give warnings of what they're going to do. If you care to go online and figure out what type of training they're doing, you know, because of the noise ordinance, you can figure out what they're doing. But the month of March has been almost, and it's just beginning, almost 24 hours of training that we're hearing out there. In February, it's probably, I don't know, 12 hours of training every day. December, just the fact that it was almost every day, but it was normal hours. You very rarely heard anything at night, but now, March, since this Ukraine issue has really started, it's almost 24 hours of training. Maybe they take 4 hours off and it starts up again. So I'm just going to give you a listen to what I'm hearing. It may be a little faint. It's for some reason the camera doesn't pick up what we hear live. It's because it's far away. You can hear more outside. Anyway. Y'all, that's what I want y'all to hear. Is the boom, boom, boom that's going on. It's been going on in our neighborhood. I know it's dark. It's late. But 3 months, every night, somebody's preparing for war. That's the backyard. If you all don't think there's something going on, you need to start really paying attention. And don't always listen to what just one person or the media or your government's telling you. You need to do your own research and really dig into to what's going on between these two sides, because it's a very big stalemate going on right now. And I don't believe it's between Ukraine, necessarily between Ukraine and Russia. I think it's between NATO and Russia. Just do your history, read your history, read what's going on. People saying they're standing with Ukraine. Ukraine has the right to do whatever they want to do if they want to join NATO, if it's for the right reasons. But there was an agreement that was done years ago that said that NATO would not accept Ukraine for a particular reason. And now Russia feels like that agreement has been broken by particular activities between Ukraine and certain countries that belong in NATO that's threatening their territory. So just read up what's going on so you're just aware. And then you all know I've always dropped hints about prepping. This is going to, if they put these embargoes, if they put these embargoes against Russia and the no-fly zones, it's going to hurt Russia. But not only is it going to hurt Russia, it's going to hurt us, because we do a lot of trading. A lot of these other countries in NATO did a lot of trading with Russia. So if you haven't prepped, if you haven't started putting money aside, if you haven't started buying silver and gold, if you haven't started looking at getting security for your home and some kind of way of putting water away, and or having a way to capture water, you need to start thinking about it if you haven't done it, because things are not going to get any better anytime soon. If you notice, since 2020, every year, every 6 months, it gets worse. Things in general gets worse and worse, not better. I'm in America, okay? Yes, I'm near bases, so you would expect to hear this type of stuff. I have been around bases most of my life, or lived on bases, Army bases, around Navy bases, around NASA, just to say. But not have I ever heard this much for this long, training this close to war, than I'm hearing now for training. Just listen. And if you feel like it's okay, it's just natural training, then you go and do about your business. But if you feel like you need to start, if you haven't started planning, prepping, and Lord, let's not forget praying for the goodwill of this whole world, that we all come out of this better, not worse. Pray that we don't go to full-fledged war. We all need to start doing that right now. Leave your comments below. Let me know if you're prepping. Let me know if you're growing a garden. Let me know if you just say yes or no. Yes, I'm prepping. Yes, you don't have to say what you're doing. Or at least, yes, I'm aware that I need to be if you haven't started. And if you want to do some videos on prepping, I've done it. I've started. My husband's funny. He thinks 90% of the time he's on my side. Then there's that 10% where he's like, you're going too far, you know. But I've not gone far, because we're not, if far would be, I would have been out of this big house, living in my tiny home full time, and we're not doing that, you know. So you got to compromise a little bit. But we have a place to go. So if anything ever gets bad, but we have food put away, we have hard assets put away, and we have security. Because we don't know where this is going. And I just want everybody to be safe out there. It's probably best to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So just listen to the background noise I'm going to play. This is me outside earlier recording it, and it's at nearly 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay? Y'all be blessed, and we'll do some more readings on something happier and more messier in a couple of days. But right now, just take heed. Just listen. All right. Blessings. Bye-bye.